Hi, good evening. Yeah, it's Thursday evening tonight. Yeah, slightly different, okay, due to some unforeseen circumstance. I have to postpone this week Facebook Live to a Thursday evening. All right, so let's see, we are just 1 minute early, right? So not sure if there's anyone there watching right now. I'll just make sure that I'm tuning in to the live right now and see if there's anyone watching. Yeah, because we're slightly early. Normally we go on at 9 o'clock, okay? But now we are like slightly early. Seems like no one is there yet, okay? Right, someone is watching there. If you're watching, do let us know if you can actually see me clearly. You can hear, most importantly, you can hear me clearly. All right. So again, the same thing. All right. If you're tuning in on tonight's Facebook Live, please do help us to share this out on your Facebook so that it can actually reach out to more people. All right. So tonight's particular topic will be, of course, a review of this year's annual talk, which I have conducted on the 8th of January early this year. All right. Which was exactly 6 months ago. All right, Edward Taeyang, hi, good evening. Thank you for your comment. All right, thank you for your interaction here so that I know that people is watching. Okay, all right, so today itself is a mid-year review. I want to share about some of the pointers, only some, because you know that my annual talk itself, okay, it actually runs from 10 to 5. It's a one whole day, entire day event, right? There are many things that we have covered from feng shui, from personal parts perspective, and also from the outlook of the year, okay, perspective. So today, I have just in a way recapped only a few pointers, right, of the things that we have shared, okay, during this Chinese New Year itself, all right, and share with you as a mid-year review, as in like, what are those pointers, okay, what are the things that all of you who have attended the annual talk itself has been forewarned, all right. Like, in a way, it's like forearm, it's forewarned. Like, you know all these informations, you will know how to strategize your year ahead, all right? So, how many of all these pointers have actually, in a way, materialized, okay? So, those are the things that we want to focus on as well, all right? So, those of you who have actually attended my Chinese New Year talk, okay, this year, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Secrets 2022, right, do share with me if you remember what are the pointers, okay? That's the thing I find that I realize is like most of the time, right, people need a review, okay, even though you paid, okay, for the ticket, you come for the event, and then I just wonder how many of you actually remember, okay, the pointers to the event itself. Hi, Shuat Peng, right, Amy Wong, okay, Po Ching, hi, Mr. Lim, hi, okay, I hope that you're getting better, okay, all right, I hope that Serena is getting better as well, get well soon. I mean, it's very common nowadays, you know, it's like, you know, COVID is everywhere, right? So just ensure that those of you, okay, who caught it, okay, I hope that you can actually, in a way, get over it as soon as possible, okay? And then, in a way, it's like, try to maintain that negativeness, okay? The only time that I will actually wish people to actually stay negative is dealing with COVID, all right? So HS Liu, all right, good evening. Oh, from China, all right. Oh, so you must have your VPN orders like, no, how to say, triggered or started somehow that, okay, you are tuning into Facebook Live from China. Hi, Jen Ho, okay. How's your mom? Yeah, they are great, they are good, okay, no worries, okay. Yeah, they are like all over the place, okay, eating everything, and they are like all over, okay, yeah, okay, they are like going out and about already, okay. Hi, Joey Lee, all right, you have fully recovered, Mr. Lim, that's great to know. Okay, all right, as I mentioned, okay, tonight's session itself, okay, is a mid-year review of my annual talk, okay, annual event. So I really hope that those of you, if you can help me to share this session out on your Facebook, that will be really awesome, okay? Because so far, I think it has been at least 2 years, okay? End of 2020, yeah, upcoming to 2 years, okay, that J Group, Building Dreams Together, founder of Jennifer Yap, right, okay, she has been sponsoring all my Facebook Live, okay, up to this date, all right? So I really hope all of you can help me to share this session out so that it can actually reach to more people. Hi, Hui Yi, miss you too, okay, Julie, KR, okay, I see quite a number of new names here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Joey Lee, Julie, okay, Al Gems, okay, you are not new, okay, I remember you. All right, thank you so much, okay, for being here with me. All right, so now, let's not waste time. let's get into the topic, provided I hope that some of you has actually helped me to share this session out, okay, on your Facebook. Please remember, help me to share this out so that it can actually reach out to more people, okay? And that seriously, that's also the purpose. We come up with content. My side come up with content, okay? J Group side come up with monetary sponsor, and hopefully your side at the receiver end can also help to share this particular session out so that it can reach more people. That's how we achieve win-win-win situation. All right, hi Annie Sheen as well, okay? Hi Annie, Helen Lau, you're back, okay, yeah, okay? So, all right. So now I'm going to recap on what are the pointers that I've actually shared early this year. So early this year during the Crouching Tiger Hidden Secrets events itself, right, okay, I've actually shared there's a number of things. I think we start with the slides first. Possible, right? Okay. All right. So we start with slides first. Let's do a recap first before looking into the pointers, okay, of exactly what are the things that I've said and what are the say incidences, okay, or things, okay, that have happened, okay, due to the things that I've shared. Now, of course, this year itself is 2022 Water Tiger year. Okay, many of you has actually attended the annual talk. How many of you here, okay, were at the January 8th annual talk where I share with you my annual review into the outlook of the year, your personalized parter, together with Feng Shui and Feng Shui activation. Okay, so those of you who have attended the Crouching Tiger Hidden Secrets talk early this year, right, do share with me. Let me know that you are still around. All right, so I mean still around means still around in my community on my Facebook. All right, so do share with me that in a way, right, okay, how many of you have attended that? Okay, and early this year, of course, I started the event itself, okay, by asking all of us, it's a Water Tiger year, and I actually asked Jessie Fu, okay, and Jen Ho, okay, Helen Lau, Annie Shin, yep, thank you so much, okay, for your interactions. I've actually asked, remember, okay, I share with all of you this particular sites, okay? I asked that since this is a Water Tiger year, which of these tiger, okay, let me see, let you see the face, okay? Which of this tiger, okay, would you like to see yourself at the end of 2022? Chumpon, okay? All right, Po Ching, you are there as well, okay, thank you. Now, remember, I asked these questions, and those of you who are first-timers, you have not attended my sessions before, right? Now it's still time. You still have halfway to go, you know. You have still another 6 months to go before we complete 2022 Water Tiger year. So I want to ask you is, you know, out of this particular left, top, and bottom photo, okay, these three pictures of the tigers, which one would you like to see yourself at the end of 2022? And that was exactly the questions that I actually asked, okay? Are all of you who have attended the questions. Now, I'm asking those of you who are first-timers here, which one do you want to see yourself at the end of 2022? Any of this, the left, the top, or the bottom, all right? Or none of this, okay? I remember early this year itself when I recap, okay, listening back to my talk itself, some of you actually immediately say none, okay? You don't want to be any of this, okay? Which is correct, okay? Because if I have a choice, I wouldn't want to be any of this, okay? Because none of this, okay, I would like to see myself by the end of 2022, where else I would prefer to see myself as like knowing free, strong, okay, I would say confident, free, strong, powerful, okay, empowered, as you can see, these three photos as here, okay. So these are the things that I have actually triggered by asking some of the participants in early this year itself. And when we talk about this, then of course, we also share about why 2022 is so important. Why do I even come out with this particular title, Crouching Tiger Hidden Secrets, okay? So why is it so? Now, to be exact, right, this particular phrase itself, okay, comes from a Chinese word, is actually in a way like saying Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragons, right? I'm sure, right, many of you have heard of that, right? Even there's a movie about it, okay? So there's a phrase in Chinese terms, we say 我虎闯龙, okay? So I purposely chose this particular title and topic this year itself because this is exactly that special year, that very, very special year, okay, that you will see that the tiger holding with it from the astrological point of view, okay, the hidden dragon, or in other words, the hidden secrets. Yeah, Julie KR says it's like none of the previous tigers that you want to be. Yeah, which is true. I mean, if we can be free, we can be powerful, okay, we can be out and about, okay, living our own life, okay, mastering our own destiny, why would why would any one of us would like to be the tiger in the circus, okay? All right, I'm sure that if you have a choice, okay, to run your own life and master your own destiny, you wouldn't want to be, in a way, manipulated or ordered, okay, by other people, right? Enslaving yourself to be a slave to your master. I'm sure that none of you want to do that. And also, that's the whole reason or the whole purpose of astrology, okay? Understanding ourselves, understanding the situations, understanding the outlook, energy of every year itself, so that we can pre-plan our destiny. We can, in a way, strategize, okay, how we want to, in a way, tackle, okay, the year itself. So that is the whole purpose of joining all these events. It's not coming into any of the events to just like, oh, listen, okay, or what magic can astrology do to you, because it's like there's no magic, okay, in astrology without your participations of action, decisions, and also energy, okay? So when we talk about this, okay, the next thing is like, no, why is it this year? Why is it the tiger year? Why tiger year is so special that they even come up with a phrase, okay, that in this particular tiger, okay, year itself, there's a hidden dragon. Means there's a hidden potential. There's a hidden power, okay, that always in a way lies within the tiger. And there are so many tigers, because you know in Chinese astrology there are the 5 elements. You have like wood tiger, you have fire tiger, you have earth tiger, you have metal tiger, and you have water tiger. But why water tiger? Why this year? Why 2022? Why the grand Centurion portal, okay, is so important? And all this happens only when the water tiger comes, okay? So those of you who follow my sharing, you know that the grand Centurion portal only happens, okay, every 180 years. This year is the year. It has already opened, just opened, right, in February 18. So now we are at, like, in a way, we are all pioneers. We know about this. We know about this particular phenomena, about this energy that's happening, so that we can pre-plan ourselves, okay? We can plan ahead. We can, in a way, 把握機會, okay? Maximize all the potentials before the rest of the people are aware, okay, of this particular year itself. So I talk about, like, you know, the tiger year as a very, very important year, especially the water tiger. So I'm going to recap that, okay, for those of you who missed it. All right, so I mentioned that based on the seasonal, okay, the seasonal, I would say cycle, okay, in terms of Chinese astrology, right, you can actually demarcate the year into 4 particular seasons, okay, where you have spring, you have summer, you have autumn, and you have winter, okay. So I will move myself a bit so that you can see. Those of you who know Chinese, it will be more meaningful in Chinese, all right. So it says here that, okay, every season has an intended purpose. That is how we learn using astrology to go with the cycle of things, because everything in terms of astrology, everything in the universe comes in cycle. That's why all the scientists, okay, always try to calculate energy, calculate the sun, calculate the movement of the stars, calculate the movement of the planetary alignment, okay, in the solar systems and also other planets as well. It's all calculations, it's all mathematics. Why is it calculations? Because there is a system to it. Or stars, alignment, okay, or astrology, there's a system to it. And when you have a system to it, it means that it will be a repetitive form of cyclic manner, okay? So if you look into that, you know that, let's say we look into 1 year, okay, cycle, we have the 4 seasons, the spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So based on the classics of China, it says that, okay, right, this Chinese astrology classics, it says, right, spring, the purpose of spring or the focus of spring is about birth or rebirth, okay? Because every time spring comes, there's a rebirth of thing. So therefore, you know that Chinese New Year always falls, okay, in springtime, okay? So whenever it's like, in a way, the duration of the Chinese New Year, sure, partially of it will hit into the spring season. All right, so you know that spring itself is where we call Chun Sang, or the spring is about a season of birth. And then summer here, okay, you understand is summer is like Ha Zheng. Ha Zheng means it's like, right, summertime is a season of growth, okay? That is where we go through that rapid growth, okay? Right, in spring, okay, all the flowers starts, okay, to actually, in a way, come back out from the, like, no icy, snowy sort of like environment. By the late or the end of spring, you will start, okay, to see, as in like flowers starts to, in a way, like, no, start flowering, okay? We see all these trees, and then even animals come out from hibernations and all that. So from spring itself comes a rebirth, and when summer comes in, there is a rapid growth that's going on. Massive energy of growth. Okay, so during summer is where you have all the, in a way, fruition. You will see growth, flowers. Okay, spring, end of spring to early summer, you will see like flowers everywhere, fruits. Okay, things are in a way getting into fruition. That's why in summer times it represents growth, right? And autumn itself represents harvest. Okay, so Cao, okay, is represents Sao. Sao means it's receiving, it is harvesting. So during autumn season, it is where we harvest all our hard work. Okay, and this, don't look down on this particular just 4 seasons and phrases, because this can actually be translated into the ultimate life strategy. It can actually help in terms of your business. It can also help in terms of our life planning as well. That's why there's a Chinese astrology method that's called 12长生, the 12 growth phrases. It means that 12 growth phrases, it further elaborates this 4 season into 12 different stages. Those of you who know Chinese astrology, you will know this. All right. So when it comes to autumn, it says that it talks about harvesting, okay? And then of course, finally, when it comes to winter, it's about storing and also hiding something. So think about it in those ancient times and all that, okay? In the olden days, okay, where none of us have all this like refrigerator or oven or whatever to keep our food and harvest fresh, right? In the olden days, whenever we have any produce that we have food, okay, whatever, during winter time, we will try our best to actually, in a way, put all this harvest into storage. Okay, we will try to dry it up, to store it, so that we can continuously, in a way, benefit from it. So winter time is, in Chinese we call 冬长. Okay, 长 here means it's in a way you try to actually, in a way, keep things. Okay, you store things or keep things together. But in Chinese, okay, 长 here also means, okay, secrets. Okay, a season or a place or a location, okay, or a portal. Okay, later I'm going to share with you why I call it a portal, where it is existingly having a lot of secrets, in a way, buried within it. So therefore, when it comes to winter, right, okay, if you follow, in a way, the even Western energy cycle, okay, right, people always say that the 4 cycles of the seasons, when you go into winter, there is darkness, okay, it's cold and it's dark, it's the best time to go for reflection. Why is it best time to reflect? Why is it best time to go for reflection? It's because during winter time itself is where we can dive deep into our secret, our subconscious. Okay, that's when you can have the access, okay, to your subconscious mind. Okay, right, the more powerful during that timing. Okay, so in terms of Chinese astrology, it says here winter is where it holds the secret. Zhang here is the same Zhang, right? Okay, in Chinese, where you talk when you in Chinese, okay, Tibet is called Sai Zhang. Okay, it means that the secrets, okay, of the West. Right, the secrets, the hidden secrets of the West, that is Tibet. So therefore, you see up to now is that Tibet holds on a lot of mystical, magical secrets and all that, with the powerful mountains near the Himalayan range and all that. Even up to now, okay, there are many, even ranges of mountains, or even mountains itself, that up to now different religions, okay, believes that it holds the secret into enlightenment. Right, so therefore, Saizhong, or Tibetan they call it, okay, there are secrets, okay, chamber of the West itself is exactly the same particular writing, okay, for this representations of winter. So I've actually explained that, so that roughly you know that why now winter is where all the secrets is. Okay, winter is where all the answers, okay, to life, the answers to things, okay, it is all in a way kept there. So we want to access that, okay, we want to have a connection to that. But why Crouching Tiger Hidden Secrets have relating to this winter? Because this year is a tiger year, it's not even winter, it's the beginning of spring, okay. So therefore it brings us, okay, later on into the 12th animal. Every animal is a key in our life, okay, it holds a key to our progress. If you are a party practitioners, these informations will be useful to you. All right, yeah, of course, okay, those of you who get first hand because you paid for the ticket, subsidized ticket, mind you, every annual event are subsidized by J Group. All right, you know that I conducted events before, workshops and all that, right? Most of the time my workshops will be at least 100 over, or few hundred, or 1,000 plus, okay, for at least 1 day, right? But you know why during annual events only 50 ringgit? Because all these events are in a way sponsored by J Group as well. They have have paid us, okay, to come up with the content and to actually reach out to all of you with this subsidized fees. All right, so now, here I put it the title, Crouching Tiger Hidden Secrets, 卧虎藏機. Now, 機 here, okay, means that, okay, overall, why I put 機 means the secrets over here means, okay, it means that it is a year of surprises, okay? And 機 in Chinese, if you know Chinese, you have a deeper meaning to it, okay? 機 here can also means it's like something that is like surprising, okay? Like sometimes people say 機緣巧合, okay? It's like you don't plan things, okay? It just comes in like randomly, okay? It can actually mean that as well. And 機 here can also means like 危機, danger to think, all right? So 機 here, secrets here, okay? Because in English, it just means secrets, okay? But in Chinese itself, there's a deeper meaning to it. So 機 here, those of you who know Chinese, right, okay, it can actually represent 危機 or danger, all right? But it also represents 機會 or opportunity. So therefore, you see that, okay, in the tiger itself, okay, where you actually, in a way, there's a hidden, what we call key, to a lot of surprising, okay? It's a year of like surprise. It's also a year of hidden danger. There's a lot of danger, okay, that comes around with it, but at the same time, if you have awareness, you are aware of this danger, you will be able to see opportunity, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, right? But roughly, I'm going to share with you first, okay? Here are the 12 months, okay, of the 12 animal sign in sequence, okay? Right, based on the year. Now, this is based on the month. The monthly means like starting from spring, the tiger month, all the way to the end of winter, which is the ox month, okay? This is on the entire month. Now, the lower tier here, now these are for my Chinese astrology party students, right? You will know this. Those of you are first-timers, you just listen first, okay? But if you are enthusiasts into astrology, you will know this alignment. You will know exactly what animal sign comes after the other, all right? Now, the lower sequence here are the 12 zodiac animal in its original sequence. It means the rat come first, and the pig come last. And there's a meaning to it, of course, okay? Right, the meaning. Now, this is, I would say that this is more to the early heaven. Early heaven means that, okay, in a way, the 12 zodiacs has been derived. It starts, okay, with the rat all the way to the pig, which is the last animal sign. Now, this is more to the later heaven, means what's happening on earth itself, okay? Every cycle, every year on earth, it starts with spring, okay? Coming of spring, Lapchun, February 4th, which is in the tiger, and it ends in the ox, okay? Which is the end of the particular year itself. Now, how do we see similarity here, okay, is most importantly focus on the 12 animal sequences, okay, over here. Now, we see that this year is a year of the tiger. Now, there are few animal signs here that holds a very important position in terms of the 12 animal, okay. Some of you might have already known about this. Now, the dragon and the snake, these are the keepers of earth, okay. The position of the dragons and the snake are the keepers of earth, okay? So here it says it's the earthly web. Now, in religious and in Taoist ways, right, those of you who, if you go to my temple to do prayers, you will know that every time, okay, you were born in the dragon hour or the snake hour, the people in the Taoist temple will ask you to tear the earthly web. You know, you have heard about the heavenly net and the earthly web. 天羅地網. They will ask you to do certain rituals to tear it apart. Why? Because your time falls into under the 12 zodiac animal, under the position where it is governing, okay, the earthly portal. Right? So when you have this animal sign there without the awareness, right, the chances is the earthly portal will be blocked. That's why ritualistically, okay, they will ask you to tear it out so that it can bring more awareness to you and you can pass through this gate smoothly, right? And then, of course, another portal is actually whole or in a way governed by the dog and also the pig, okay? So the dog and the pig, which is in a way, right, towards our northwest direction, 乾卦, okay, that is also called the heavenly net. Now, if you see this sign itself, right, okay, the dragon, okay, which is a part, okay, of the earthly portal, and the dog and the pig, which is a part, okay, of the heavenly portal, okay, all these animal signs are connected, okay, to the tiger. Now, you know that in a 12 years animal, 1 year 12 animal sign, right, in 1 year sequence, it starts from the tiger and it ends with the ox, okay? It ends with the ox. Now, ending with the ox means that whether a chance or not, we can actually end the year with a bang, okay? Whether or not we can maximize the potential, okay, of the year, this year itself or any other year, it also has the key since the very beginning, because the tiger holds the key to the ox itself. Now, I'm sure some of you will be like, what the heck Jessie is talking about? Okay, I'm going to explain to you. But if you're totally new into Chinese astrology, probably this part itself will be a bit confusing to you. But if you are an enthusiast, if you are a student of Chinese astrology, this part will be useful for you, okay? And you'll find that, hey, how come out of the 12 animal sign, the dragon is the only mystical animal sign, okay? Right, I'm sure it's like some of you is like, since ancient time, there are cats around, right? That's what the debate has been all about, right? Why do you need to use a dragon rather than the cat? Because all this animal sign is something that human knows, human has in a way connection with. We know how a rat looks like, how a rat behave, or how a rat feels like. We know how an ox, okay, exactly, a bull or a cow, okay, under the ox family. We know how they exactly behave and, okay, what is their nature and all that. We know tiger, we know rabbit, we know the snake, we know the horse, we know the goat, we know the monkey, we know the rooster, we know the dog. Very, very well, right? Most of us have a pet dog at home, and then eventually, of course, we know the pigs as well, right? Especially if you're Chinese. But why is it, okay, starting to understand your heck, please continue sharing, right, Mei Yong, thank you, all right? So the thing is, okay, we know all the animal signs. Now imagine if our forefathers or our ancestors could have just placed the cat into the 12 animal sign, it will be so much easier, right? Because everybody knows it. Or you can put elephant there, anything, all right? But why dragon? Okay? And why dragon onto this particular sequence, okay? Right, it falls under the earthly, in a way, portal, okay? Why is it so? Because dragon is the only mystical animal. And the only mystical animal means that it holds along with it mysteries, secrets, right? Like a lot of like, I would say, okay, meanings to it, deep secrets that are whole within it. That's why there is a purpose, okay, where our very wise forefathers put all these things into alignment. And our purpose here is to crack it, to understand it, not to just read something and follow exactly. We have to think, we have to understand, we have to question ourselves. Why is it in such a sequence? Why is it so happen that the dragon is part of the earthly portal and the dog and the pig is part of the heavenly portal? Why the tiger needs to be the first animal of the year and the ox needs to be the last animal of the year? So if we understand this, we know where the secrets are, in a way, I would say, hidden. Only when we know where the secret is, okay, and what is related to it, then we can discover the secret. And the secrets over here means that, okay, we discover deeper understandings, okay, into, like I would say, reality, deeper understandings into energy, okay. That's the secret of things. And how we want to make use of it, it is like, depends on the individual. Some of you probably on the spiritual path, you only care about spirituality, right, okay, raising the energy and like become better, okay, or what we call work yourself towards enlightenment. But some of you probably, to you, is like, oh, I just want to live a better life. I want better feng shui. I want better business. I want to make more money, okay? That's your only concern. There's nothing wrong with it. But Chinese astrology is the tool for you, because this tool reveals to you the secret, and how you want to make use of the secret is our own individual choice. There's no right, there's no wrong, all right? So therefore, the thing is, now we know that, okay, the why tiger is important. So you can see here, as I mentioned, now this is just briefly to tell you, out of the 24 mountain, okay, this is in a way the 12 animal sign, okay, that based on the part of the 24 direction, okay, right? This is the 12 animal sign, and you know, all these directions itself, right? You will see that the pig governs the heavens portal, as I mentioned before, right? And then the monkey governs the humans portal, the snake governs the earth gate, and the tiger governs the ghost gate. So in other words, you will see that heaven and earth gate is between the pig and the snake, and right next to it, because it's actually the portal in between dragon, snake, and also the dog and the pig. Right? This is where that axis or that alignment of secret is. Whether or not we can go deeper with more awareness, we can go like in a way like deeper reflection, or we can go into our subconscious, we can in a way tap into the power of the subconscious mind or whatever. It really depends when it comes to Chinese astrology, depending on these two particular animal sign or portal. Okay, and once we understand this, now we look at year 2022. 壬寅 year, okay, water, tiger. And you know, those of you Chinese astrology based, right? Water, 壬 water, tiger itself, the main chi is a yang wood or a jiak wood, okay? So you know why there are so many tiger here, but why Jessie is hyping up 2022? What's so special about this year? And not only that I hype it out, whatever I say since 2020, okay, about that the great conjunction onwards, right? The external environment are also tallying with it. It's not something I just say something and then after that nothing happened, you know. The whole world is experiencing this magical thing ever since, okay, the great conjunction that happens end of 2020. If you follow me long enough, you know that these are the things, step by step. These are the process that we've been going through, all right? So this 2022 water tiger is not any other years, okay? Why? Because when you have ren water and a jiak wood, yang wood over here, now by one pillar, okay, the 60 jiazi or the 60 pillar itself, this is the only pillar that directly reflect your heaven's portal. Because this is your heaven's portal, the pig, right? Those of you who know Chinese astrology or Bazi, and inside the pig, there are only two elements, okay, which is the ren water and the jiak wood. All right, so can you see that Ren Yin year is exactly the pillar, okay, governing the heaven's portal. Only in Ren Yin year, if you have Ping Yin, means fire, tiger, earth tiger, metal tiger, it doesn't open up the portal. Only in Ren Yin that you can see that it is that, in a way, I would say that, right, the pillar that reflects, okay, the pig animal sign, because you have the ren water and a jiak inside. Exactly, this is a pillar. That's already one clue that tells you Ren Yin is very different, it's very special comparatively to any other years. And Ren Yin, okay, in a way that combines, you know, when I talk about Ren Yin, it comes every 60 years, right? But in order for a Ren Yin to come with a 5 yellow also appearing on the center of the Loshu chart, it only comes once every 180 years. Okay, you can do the calculation one. You cannot cheat things one. You cannot hope that it will come faster. It won't come. That is in a way aligning to the heavens energy. Okay, we cannot force heaven's energy. We have to wait for it to happen. And now we are lucky because it happened. Okay, and it is happening this particular year or this particular duration of time. And then other than this, okay, what's so special about this tiger year? Now, only the tiger animal sign has a combinations with the pig. Direct combinations, okay? If you learn about the 6 combinations, okay, tiger and pig is a direct 6 harmony combination. Tiger holds the key. It has, I would say, the Wi-Fi connection. It has a connection directly to the heavens portal. That's one thing. And then you see that the tiger is a seasonal combo of the dragon, okay? The dragon where all the mystical things is going to happen, okay? This is like the how to say, the door to mysteries, the door to the secrets. This year is only the starting of the beginning, okay? But it is not the thing yet. Okay, this is a starting where you get the key. If you're fast enough, you can peep through the keyhole to know what's going on before it really happens. That's the purpose of astrology, right? But if you're not fast enough, then you wait lot. Dragon year will come, and that's when everyone will believe that, oh, 2024, when the dragon year comes, officially period 9. If you wait until then, only you prepare yourself for period 9, too late already. Because why? The key has appeared this year. Why? Tiger, dragon, there's a combination, okay? And this combinations, the combinations is there, means the alignment is there, the Wi-Fi connection is there, you already get to in tune to it. You can, in a way, tune yourself to the energy already if you have the awareness and also the information. Now, tiger also has a 3 harmony combinations with the dog. Remember just now, the dog and the pig are the governing animal sign of the heavens portal, which is very important, okay? When we talk about energy ascension, when we talk about success, okay? When we talk about like being the most powerful person in the world also, these people say, you want to be a part of the heaven, right? Okay? So the tiger also has a connection to the dog. So tiger is the only animal sign that directly connect powerfully 3 harmony combo to the dog and also the pig. Now, not only that, if you know 八字, you know that the tiger has also direct connections to the ox, which is the end of the whole year entire, in a way, sequence. Remember, it starts with the tiger and it ends with the ox, okay? And this is what we call a secret combination, secret combo. Something unconscious. When we talk about secret combo, means it's like nothing is supposed to happen. Now, why I say this is if you are a practitioner, you know that tiger and ox has no combination, no relationship one. Externally, you see there's nothing going on within them. Everything that's going on within them happens underneath. Alright, underneath the Jia and the Ji earth is a combination, the Ping fire and the Xin metal is a combination, and the Wu earth and the Kui water is a combination. This is what we call a secret combo. Why is it secret combo? It means it's an unconscious combination. Whatever that's happening on top, nothing. Okay, no clue whatsoever, there's a connection. But everything underneath, there is a full force of connection. Everything is connected. So when we see this, tiger is also a key to our deepest subconscious. The deepest secret. Remember, we talked about winter is a secret just now? Winter, now this is the end of winter. The ox is end of winter. The last season of winter where all the things has been like long hidden. Everything is inside, okay? So only the tiger, after the winter, when the tiger comes, it has the key to reveal, okay, all these hidden secrets. So in hidden secrets, in humanity, in human, in spirituality, it's all about our deep subconscious, our deep unknown. So if we can tap into the deep unknown, why people go into meditation, why people go into past life regression, why people goes into like a lot of deep reflections and all that? Because we want to go into the deep unknown. Why are there so many psychologists, okay? Why are there so many, in a way, even doctors and scientists studies the subconscious mind and the power of it? Why are religions and all pushing us towards this like calming of our mind, meditation, so that we can actually go deeper into our subconscious? Because all the secrets are held within it. All right? So you know, only the tiger has this power. Okay, only the tiger has a key to it. That's also the reason why I've been trying to reach out as many people as possible to understand this. If you want to practice astrology, you want to practice 八字, you want to practice feng shui, this is the time. Okay, I'm sure, of course, okay, feng shui astrology works anytime. Okay, every time. That's why it has been historically since thousands of years ago up to now, people are still practicing it. But always remember, heaven, earth, man. If we can wait until the timeliness of the heaven to happen and we maximize our actions on earth, okay, with the human's nature, that's how we can ensure 100% success. Okay, because 3 components are aligned. But when the heavens are not aligning, can we still use earth and man to work towards certain endeavor? Of course. But you only have 2 out of 3 support. Imagine a year, okay, that opens up to the energy that gives us 100% support. All right? That's why this year it's so special and it's so important. All right, so now, okay, I've talked about this. I want to show you also some of the recap. Right, okay, Nicole has actually helped me to recap, okay, battery low, all right. So Nicole has actually helped me to recap, all right, some of the things that I've actually shared, okay, early this year. So let's go into that particular recap first. Listen back to it and I'm going to explain to you later on. So when I, in a way, put it into a pictorial image, this is what 2022 is going to look like, okay, in an image, in summary. This is your 2022, okay. It's going to be like stormy, thunderstormy, rain, all right, and then shocking, 整卦, okay? It is going to be shocking, all right? It is going to be like, of course, there are things that is going to happen unexpectedly because you know it's thunderstorm going on, but you don't know exactly when it's going to zap, right? Overall, it will be a scary year. Overall, it will be unpredictable, okay? There's a lot of darkness, okay? You have to take cover. unpredictable viruses see, okay? Because shocking things, thunderstorm, it can be surprising, it can be shocking, new things, okay? It's happening. So you see a lot of new things, new discovery, okay? Right, new indications as well. That is 2022. All right, okay, so that is a snippet, okay, of one of the points I've talked about, the pictorial image, okay, of 2022, okay? So those of you who attended the annual talk itself, you have heard that. Now, what I want to say is like, do you realize that this year, okay, there already are a lot of record-breaking, thunderstormy, flooding, sort of like extraordinary sort of like phenomena, even in Malaysia. Remember, I mentioned this, I prepared all this information end of last year. By early this year itself, like once after the talk itself, I have like numerous, okay, time that, okay, students were telling me all this like very extraordinary phenomena that's been happening, okay? So let's see some of the news, okay, that has been affecting the world this year itself up to now. And this is only the first half of the year, okay? We have like now, of course, you can say that, oh, but floods happens. Okay, Coco, sorry, I got distracted because my daughter over here keep licking my legs. Okay, Coco, please, excuse mommy. First, I'm going on a Facebook Live. Okay, all right. So, right, you will see that this year's itself, right, okay, of course, you can say that floods happens every year. Thunderstorm happens every year. Hurricanes happens every year. But have you seen hurricanes happen in really, like, in a way, affecting Malaysia before? Okay, not so common, right? And you say, when I highlight certain things, it means that year itself, okay, it becomes a historical thing. Something that is so great of an impact that those things becomes historical. Now, extreme weather hits China with massive floods and scorching heat. This one, I just give you an example, okay? Later, you just Google about it, okay? This is a way historical flooding. It's not something just flood. Every year, everywhere flood, okay? But historical. Now, millions in Bangladesh impacted by one of the worst floodings ever since, okay? All right, ever seen. Right, this is the worst thing. It means that when a year, okay, says that this thunderstormy, this water overwhelming, okay, flood or whatever that's going to happen, shocking things that's going to happen, okay, it means that it's going to break records. If that year just have normal flood, okay, it's just flooding, but it's not record-breaking flooding, it doesn't count, all right? And then, of course, Australia, all right? I didn't really realize about it, but they were saying that even in Australia, even up to now, it's winter time, you know, and there's like some part of Australia is in like flooding, okay, it's like affected by the flood, right? So it's like, no, here, okay, Wikipedia says that 2022, right, Eastern Australia floods, okay, is actually one of the nation's worst recorded flood disaster. Right, can you see, it's like the purpose here is to show you whenever a prediction, so-called, okay, that the energy has been in a way seen from the, I would say, Chinese astrology too, right? That particular energy itself will actually comes in such severity that it will be record-breaking. Because, okay, I mean, seriously, if you do prediction, every year you say earthquake, surely somewhere got earthquake one. The other day I was in Kathmandu, also earthquake, but how severe it is, okay? But you do know this year itself is all about thunderstorm, it's about flood, it's about shocking things, okay? So all these things make record. Now, we have like some more, okay? I'm sure some of you have actually seen these videos before, right? These are the videos taken in Malaysia. If you're Malaysian, you know this is uncommon, okay? This is uncommon when you have a, like, in a way, like wind, okay? Right, when you have like thunderstorm and wind so strong, okay, that it almost in a way like appears like a hurricane, all right? This is uncommon. But these are exactly the things, shocking things that's happening. There are many of it. These are just examples. I think this one happens in Perak, okay, if I'm not mistaken, early this year. Or even up to now, even just now, as like Kong Yi was telling me, somewhere around like, you know, Ramadan, okay, near the Hari Raya Ramadan, the Puasa month, right? I think Publica also, okay, has a very serious event that affected all the stores there. So it happened, okay, everywhere. So these are the things that we are looking for. Okay, why? Because a prediction, once we analyze, okay, in terms of astrological alignment, right, in reality, it needs to manifest it. It will need to actually, in a way, reflect, okay, in reality. So that's how astrology works, okay? When we do a calculations, it will also reflect in reality. It means that, oh, calculation accuracy. Now, doesn't mean that, okay, I'm saying that I am correct all the time. I'm also human. It's all mathematical, okay? It's all science, mathematical, right? In a way, we do the calculations, we do the predictions, okay? And then we look, not to say that I'm hoping for it to realize, okay? All right? Because all these are natural disasters. There's nothing fun about it. But that's how the system goes. When you analyze something, it will, in a way, I would say, what we call 對應, okay? It will actually, in a way, answers your predictions by, in a way, realizing in reality. So that's how we actually practice Chinese astrology. Now look at another statement that I've actually shared earlier this year as well.
So first, we need to understand first, what does wood represent? Since this is the strongest element, it's definitely going to be fast, okay? Moving and changing rapidly, okay? Because wood, every moment you know that it's growing, every moment you know that it is changing, it's different. The night before there's no flower, the day after it flowers, and the day after tomorrow the flower gone, okay? So wood is that, it's seasonal, it's very fast changing, growth and expansion. And then you'll see that now emotions of wood represents by anger and suppressed stress. Okay, so overall, you know that this is the strongest element, okay, that governs the year. So majority, first thing, okay, majority of the people here, okay, especially those who are lost or unaware, means that they have no awareness. They are still trapped. They're lost in their life. Majority are what? Anger, suppressed, stress up, okay, a lot of what? Suppressed anger going on. A lot of unrelieved anger, right? This is understanding the market first, okay? This is what's going to impact on the people.
Now remember, I actually mentioned about the strongest element of the year is 震卦or wood element, all right? And it relates to anger or suppress, okay? The emotions of feeling suppressed, okay? Right? And these are the things that I actually, in a way, forewarned, because somehow this year's chart itself is very, very out of balance. Almost half of the chart itself are, in a way, governed by the emotions of anger and a suppressed sort of like emotions. I imagine when someone or something or situations has been suppressed so long, it's like, no, all these emotions are in a way that I mentioned, okay, especially to the people with no awareness, people who are lost, okay, right? The more they will feel stressed up, the more they will feel suppressed, the more they will feel so-called bullied. And don't you think that this year's itself also a lot of people are reacting in a suppressed form or anger? A lot of people also, due to the long-term feeling of anger or suppressed, that's why it actually creates, okay, such like sad accidents, such sad incidents, okay, that have happened, okay, ever since like, the first half of the year. And you know that in US itself, okay, halfway through 2022, only the first 6 months, okay, America itself has seen more than 300 mass shootings and 15 mass killings. Even the recent, I think, July 4th incident, if I'm not mistaken, all right, you will see that these things. Now, why does all these people go out? I mean, it takes a lot of courage, honestly, to really go out there and randomly shoot and kill people. Okay, I'm not saying that it's right, but you see, there's no right or wrong. We are not here to see what is right or what is wrong or take blames, okay? But imagine, we are only talking about the energy that is governing the year. The energy that's subconsciously affecting everyone's mindset, okay? So this year, there will be more and more people feeling suppressed, feeling like angered, okay? Feeling frustrated. So only when you feel so stressed and suppressed and angered that you will do something extremely drastic, even up to the point of causing massive hurts, okay, to other people. All right, can you see other like news reports? You can Google about all these things, all right? Now, the war. We don't go into war, it's like every year, okay? I mean, of course, there are ongoing wars going on. But suddenly, okay, in spring this year itself, all right? So suddenly you will see that, okay, right? The war itself, okay, is the worst, okay, since World War II. And it happened this year. It happened, if I'm not mistaken, in March, right, this year? Right, people have been speculating about it. In fact, people probably has been speculating a lot of war, okay, all these years. But it never happened until this year, okay? And these are the things, global impact, okay, of this particular war itself, okay, is the worst since World War II. Shocking. Remember, we also mentioned about like this year is a shocking year. And of course, all these things also leads to what? Suppressed anger. And I'm sure if like after the war has taken place, there are even more suppressed, okay, emotion, right? There are even more frustration, there are even more angered, okay, being in a way, right, manifested, okay, in the society itself. Now, what else do we have?
The hexagram here says beginning, good fortune, and disorder. Now, this gives us another clue of precaution. It means overall this year, okay, everything looks very promising. Everything looks good, as if that, oh, now you have this, okay, one thing that's settled. And the end of the, okay, after that, you see disorder comes back. Oh, actually it's unsettled. Now, if you know this, if you want to go into speculative, high risk, okay, investment, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, stock market, without knowing your roots, without really knowing how this market function, without really doing your research, okay, the risk is very high. So I want to tell you, don't fall into all these baits just because you have that fear of missing out and out of greed, okay, because the chances is it will break your collections and also the abundance of your savings, okay? So that is one thing that I want to share with you, all right? Whether follow or not is your choice.
Yeah, and this particular point I talk about, in a way, I actually put it so clearly, all right? Because I know that since end of last year, many of my clients, many of my students has been asking me, all right, okay, Jessie, should I go into Bitcoin? You know, if you have seen me, all right, personally in a consult whatever, I tell you personally, I will ask you this year, be very, very careful. And I put that statement out in my annual talk, okay? And I say that this year itself, beginning is good, end is disorder, okay? Everything looks good from the beginning, but once you go into the second half or the end of things, okay, it will not be what it seems, okay? And when I talk about that, okay, and people are still asking me since last year, because last year the price of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, okay, is very high, okay? And then when it comes to early this year, it has dropped, okay, at least about like 10,000 or 20,000, okay, USD, right? People are already in a way thinking about buying in because it's the best time to buy. Apparently, according to a lot of experts, this is the best time to buy in. And that's why it prompted me to really putting it out, okay, during the talk, you have to be careful. Because this year's already said beginning is good, end is disorder, okay? So if you feel that when it goes on to this price at 40, because previously it went up to 60 or more than 60, all right? So if it goes up to 40 means that it is the best time to buy because hopefully that it will come up. We know that from the chart, it will not go back up, okay? If you don't go down up to a disastrous level, it is considered lucky, all right? But see, what happened in the first half? You see, first half is the beginning. Second half is the end, okay? So you see that what is the price currently? Okay, do we have more supports of this particular part? Yeah. So you will see that, okay, it has already crashed. If you follow cryptocurrency, okay, I really hope that, I know at times, okay, the temptation will be great, all right? Everyone is talking about it. We have friends, Gong, you have friends, we have people around us, okay, keep on in a way, like introducing us to this particular manner, okay, because it seems like it is a good money. My son, okay, is crazy about this, okay, he believes it. I'm not saying that it's bad, but you need to know the timing. The timing is not yet, especially early of this year when I mentioned it's definitely not the time. So therefore, I put it out and you see that it actually crashed. And you know that during this crash, I think just happened in June itself, how many people are affected by it? It's a worth of 2 trillion, okay? 2 trillion worth, okay, of this particular Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, okay, actually falls, okay, to its core. Now, these are the things, because through astrology, we calculate, we understand, okay? We know forearm. Now, I'm not saying that I will be right all the time, okay? It's just for me is I only know that as a practitioner, we have to remove our emotion. We cannot have greed. We cannot have a softness, okay? Because it's like all these things is part of things, is like part of the things that needs to happen. We just need to calculate what needs to happen. Okay, we cannot put our own, I would say, feelings or emotions into it. All right, so all these things that have happened for the first half of the year of course, it's not something that would want it to happen. A lot of people are badly affected by it. But that's how, or that's what the tool says. That's what this particular Chinese astrology says, and that's what I convey the message. Because remember, just now of the recording I mentioned, I just tell you what you want to do is your choice, okay? So really, like, these are the things of the recap, and all these things are the major things that we have shared this year that is going to happen, all right? And so far, it has already happened. And of course, the next question is, no more already, right? Okay, so the next question says, what's next? What's going to happen on the second half of the year? I know many of you has actually in a way signed up, okay, for this Sunday, Navigating the 2022 Storm, okay? Now, this is a session, it's a mid-year talk, where this session itself, I'm going to go through, okay, again, recap onto this year, okay, not so much because most of you have done here, a short recap onto this year. I will go into the remaining July up to January next year, okay, this particular month itself based on the hexagram or I Ching, all right, what are the things that we have to beware of? What are the things that we have to be careful of? What are the things that we have to have awareness of, okay, so that we can strategize and plan ahead, all right? And then after that, I will also look into your personalized parcel, okay? It means that one first thing is look into the outlook of the second half of the year, monthly basis. Then look into your own parcel and to see what are the lessons that you are about to go through in these upcoming months. Every month that it comes in, it can be like the monkey month, right, the rooster month, the dog month. How is it going to impact you personally based on your own parcel, okay? What are the lessons? What are the things to beware of or be careful of? What are the breakthroughs you need to focus on? These are another part of this particular program. And of course, it will end also with Feng Shui activation. So I will share with you key dates, okay, with a position at home itself in terms of Feng Shui, based on this selected good dates itself, how to activate certain energy at home or in the office to help us to boost up our energy, to endeavor and to push through 2022 so that all of us hopefully can end the year with a bang. All right, so if you're interested, as I mentioned, all this pricing are subsidized pricing. It's a full day event, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. full day. 50 ringgit is because it's fully, in a way, not fully, but in a way partially sponsored by J Group, okay, Building Dreams Together, because they pay us an amount for us to conduct a session like this so that all of you can actually benefit from this subsidized amount. And these are the events where Annual Talk itself is an event where I always look for sponsors, is because I want to reach out as many as possible. Therefore, I really thank all of you here for staying with me tonight. And of course, those of you who can help me to share this session out so that it can reach out to more people, I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, so please do help me if you have not shared this session out so that it can reach out to more people. And I'm really looking forward to see all of you this Sunday, okay, at the Navigating the 2022 Storm. All right, so thank you so much, okay, to all of you for your attention. I know just now someone has some questions, okay. Faith Balu was asking like how to tear the paper. I mean, you can go to any Taoist temple if you want to. Like my temple is Yiling Temple, okay, right, it is near Sungai Besi, okay, area. But any Taoist temple normally they will do. Now it's a very common thing, okay. It's called in a way Paul Tin Lo Tei Mao. But remember, whatever prayers that you do, if you do not have the awareness and the right action in life, okay, to go about, there's no point. You can keep praying and keep praying, also, nothing will be, in a way, like fruitful at the end of the day. Remember, heaven, earth, man needs to align, okay? We need to have the knowledge, we need to have the wisdom, we need to have the strategy, the right action, and also the right attitude, okay, to face life. That's how we master life. It's not about just keep on praying, okay? It's like you can pray like 24/7, 24 hours a day. Nothing in our life will change, all right? So thank you so much, okay? Right, meaning this year is not so good, okay? I mean, good or bad, remember, okay? If you know, okay, like honestly, if you have not, like in a way, indulged yourself, okay, in cryptocurrency before this, probably now will be a good time for you to consider studying about the market, right? Okay, because early this year when people are asking 40 over 1,000, okay, why would you want to go in knowing that the market will crash? You wait, but now it's different, you know. I think past week it went up to like below 20 mark, okay. So again, okay, I'm not encouraging, you decide. All right. So now it's like you decide whether probably if you have spare money, okay, right, you have something on the side, you want to in a way create a portfolio, all right, in your investment portfolio, besides all the shares, okay, all the investments that you have had, maybe you want to put a few percent, okay, into this particular part of cryptocurrency. Maybe, up to you. All right, but at least, okay, those of you who listen, you will save yourself. Imagine if you have entered, okay, right, early this year at the mark point of over 40,000, okay, and now last week it actually drops down to less than 20,000. Imagine, right, how miserable that can feel. All right, so remember, at the end of the day, okay, astrology is something there to bring awareness to us. It's to actually help us to navigate our life better, all right? But as long as if we are still in a way, I would say haunted by greed, okay, by fear of missing out, by greediness and other things, okay, right, we will not be able to make use of this tool effectively. All right, so always remember there's certain parts of life itself we need breakthroughs. There are lessons to it, right? Therefore, in navigating, okay, the 2022 storm, we will cover, okay, different aspect of this. I really thank, okay, right? Will this be recorded so I can catch the replay time zone issues? As in like the event, the live event this Sunday, yes, okay, there will be a limited time replay for it. All right, but of course, the best is if you can attend live. That's the best because you can ask questions, you can have interactions, okay? But if you really can't attend live session this Sunday for whatsoever reason, then of course, we will send the replay link to you, okay? For a limited time replay. All right, so if you've missed the initial portal opening, is there another opening? Now, you don't need to wait for another opening. The portal has opened. You follow on to catch up as much as possible from where we are right now, okay? But of course, those of my dear followers and students here who have followed me since 2020, you know, there's so much that we have done, okay, ever since then to prepare ourselves. But it's never too late. The best time to start is now, okay? So there won't be another portal opening, even though I wish there is, but there won't be another portal opening until 180 years later. All right, because that date won't come by again until 180 years later. But now the portal is only opening. All right, so these few years, not only this year, these few years, especially this year and next year, are crucial years for all the preparations work. Okay, so that's why we come up with like workshops and events and sharings like this, is because for people who are ready and people who are really having the right intention to do whatever it takes to master their life and master their destiny, these are the years for you, the best year for you. All right, so thank you so much to all of you. I really hope that all of you have helped me share this out because we work very hard for this. And the only things that you can contribute back to us is, okay, by exchanging energy, by helping us to share this out, okay, to your friends and to the people around you, or at least share it on your Facebook. So thank you so much to all of you. And those of you who have not connected with me on my Telegram, do stay connected with me on my Telegram channel, okay? So probably someone can actually help me to share the link, okay, onto this particular chat over here, so that follow me on my Telegram channel, because whenever I travel, and then of course there are some sharings or random sharings itself, okay, it will be exclusively on Telegram channel because it's the easiest way for me to interact with all of you. All right, so I will share my information there, so don't miss out on this information, okay? So we will share it on the comment, and we will also in a way edit the title later on with the Telegram channel link, okay, on top. So remember to stay connected. Thank you so much, Mr. Lim. All right, so thank you, Alicia. All right, thank you so much, our gems. Okay, really appreciate all of you staying with me tonight. All right, bye bye, have a great evening. See you this Sunday. Bye bye.